Coco.
Hey girl, how you doing? What's up? You can't mess with your hair. Are you done? Exactly.
Okay, so right.
You got it?
Yes.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Terrell. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. This is gonna be a very weird episode. It's gonna be weird because I know this woman, okay? Very well, too well, if you ask us. And usually when I interview somebody, I don't really know them that well. But I know like everything.
I know, you deadass know everything, guys.
Everything. I know you so well that Roxy did not even put any facts on the card. This has never happened. The only thing on this card are her words. That is crazy.
I'm like, no, literally, what are we going to talk about? Because
we'll figure it out.
The way our life is out on the internet. I'm like, did you guys know that I love me a good goldfish snack, huh?
I mean, did you know? Let's talk about that.
The ones with the salt on them, when they get that real salt.
Have you tried the extra cheesy ones?
I don't like the extreme blast.
You don't like the extreme blast?
No,
it's like a blast in your mouth. Yo, please give it up for my friend, one of my best friends, Coco Jones.
Yeah.
Welcome back to my show.
Thank you.
Oh my God. A lot has happened between our first episode and this episode, Coco Jones. Not only have you just lived and just, I don't know, what do you call this?
Blossom?
This blossom. This blossom? Your chrysanthemum is blossoming.
First of all.
That's the first flower that came to my mind.
You chose the longest named flower in all the flowers. Chrysanthemum?
Yeah, and it's giving.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, that is crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
you might have been my good luck charm or something.
Was I really though?
But what if you started it and now you're about to stop it because we're back here again?
Oh,
don't do that.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm trying to keep my show.
My
I'm trying to be employed. Okay, God, you take that, you throw that across the river. Since our first episode, T and Coco. Give it up for T and Coco.
Hello.
T and Coco.
Yeah, T and Coco.
We're gonna come back to T and Coco because people want to know if T and Coco's gonna come back.
They sure do.
Okay, so we'll get back to that. Okay, stand by. I'm just gonna start with the obvious here. Coco Jones is the new and reimagined Hillary Banks on BEL-AIR on Peacock. Clap for that. Clap for that. My friend! Clap for that. I remember when you got the news.
Yes.
Okay?
Called you.
And she called to me. What did I do? Did I run over?
You sprinted over with a bottle of Clink Out.
I did!
Yeah.
I don't even know what I was doing, but whatever it was, it suddenly became very unimportant. Because my friend had gotten a life dream-changing opportunity.
Yep. Yes.
And the first thing I thought of was liquor. Okay? Run to the liquor store. Paint the picture for the ones that don't know. How did this all happen? Because for them, you just popped up one day and it just said, Coco's the new Hillary. But there's a process.
There is such a process. I mean, specifically for the audition for Hillary, I auditioned 3 times. And the third one was them watching my first tape to decide whether or not I was gonna have the role. The first tape I did was not, in my opinion, it wasn't giving. The next day, my agent, when I tell you he dragged it out,
Paint the picture.
The news. So I knew I was waiting to hear, and then he calls me and I was like, hello! Didn't even ring, you know? My AT&T was like, AT. I was like, okay. He was like, hello, I have your team here on the phone, and we wanted to let you know. I was like, hey, yes or no, babe. And you know how when you're doing weird stuff when you're on the phone, I literally was like walking on the ceiling. I was like tying my shoelace with spaghetti. I was like, Kim, come on. He was like, you have the, I was like, throw that damn phone. Literally, I don't remember where my phone went. I just remember I was literally T. I was literally sitting on half the floor and half the couch. Like half my body was on the floor and half was on the couch, and I'm waiting to hear. I'm like, hello, yes. Literally giving horizontal. And then when he said, you got the, I was like, throw this damn phone. Literally rolled onto the floor. I was like screaming. And then I was like, okay, bye y'all. I gotta call my people. I gotta call my family. Call my family, then I called you.
It's gonna take everything for me not to cry during this episode because she's telling this story, but I already know the story. Every story she's gonna tell, I probably have already heard it. So
but you better give me Oscar.
No,
okay?
no, I don't even have to give you Oscar. Like I'm excited to share this with my people, but just rehearing these stories is putting me back in that moment of, oh my God, I'm so proud of her. And it makes me want to cry. So I'm gonna try not to cry. BEL-AIR is an amazing show, okay? I love BEL-AIR. I went to the BEL-AIR mansion experience and watched the first episode with everybody. Were you nervous that the iconic show, The Fresh Prince of BEL-AIR, was getting remade and you were gonna be in it? Were you nervous about the audience reception of, remaking a classic?
You know what? I was nervous that like black people would be like, this corny.
Yeah.
And then everyone would be like, yeah, what they said, So I was nervous about that.
Yeah.
But respectfully, I was like, I'm gonna do this show regardless of what y'all got to tell me.
Absolutely.
I was like, happy to be here. But yeah, of course, because it's already such a loved show.
Yes.
And you don't like to tamper with things that are already loved. Like if it ain't broke, don't fix it type thing. And so it's so funny because when we announced that like we had gotten casted and everything, that was like our first announcement.
Yeah.
People in the comments was like, we ain't asked for this. I was like, it ain't go. It ain't go.
But when did you know? Like, was it day one of reading the script or was it day one of filming? When did you know that this was different? Like, oh.
I think it was when I did the table read. This is when we had all booked it and we were gonna do, I guess it was like not a chemistry read, but just see how you look on camera. There was no scenes we were gonna do. It was just like dressing the part, getting these visuals. Morgan, he's creative as hell, so that's something he just wanted to see everything.
Yeah.
But we did a table read just beforehand.
Yeah.
And I remember Jabari started his first line, and I looked up, and I was like, oh shit. Because it was so cool. And
shout out to Jabari.
We love Jabari Bar up in here.
Yes.
It just made so much sense.
Yeah. I'm telling you, not because Coco's on, it's a really good show. If you have not seen it, catch up. For her outfits alone, if you want to. Hillary Banks, girl, I called her one time and she was in her dressing room filming an episode with that pink on. Was it the pink?
Which pink?
That I caught you. Which pink?
Which
pink? It was the pink plaid type thing.
That's a Balmain dress, baby.
Damn.
Down.
That shit was fiery.
Yo, Terrell, I was one of the first ones to, I guess, get fitted and everything. They were still casting people. Like, Jabari hadn't even been casted, and I was over here putting on outfits for Hillary. Everything was
he
like
wasn't
very
the first cast?
No.
Really?
I don't know who the first cast was. It might have been me. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I mean, if you was already in fittings and he wasn't even casted, you might have been first cast.
I think me and I think Jimmy, who plays Jeffrey.
Right.
I don't know. Everything was up in the air, but all I knew was that they wanted me to come in and try on outfits.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, so we gonna see right now. This is before we read anything. I was like, we gonna see right now what's this show finna get.
Right.
Based on this outfits right here.
Yes.
And I remember Fernando Rodriguez, he styled us.
Mm-hmm.
I walked in there and I was like, oh, yes. What? Me? Per.
Yeah, no.
Bang.
That every
single look
was looking.
Hello. And then another one is that leather skirt with the brown crop with the jewels coming down.
Did you get to keep anything?
Babes, baby, no. Damn. Literally, I'd be like, I think that's lost. Oh well, you should count that as lost. I'd be shoving it in my purse like, all right, y'all have a good night. Life changes when you book something. It goes from like auditions and then maybe I'll clean my place this evening to like, I have a choice right now. Do I want to eat or do I want to take a nap? Either way, you get 30 minutes. What's more important, food or sleep?
Damn.
That's where your life changes in a couple of weeks.
Wow.
So it's hard to like get on that new path and then I was trying to come out with a single at the same time.
Just getting ready to talk about that.
So when it gave Wrapped on set, it gave, and we're starting the session.
In the studio. Yeah, you were booked.
I was booked.
People were like, when is Tea and Coco season 2? I'm like, first of all, I'm doing the whole 1 million show.
Hello.
I'm getting ready to start season 5 of the Terrell show.
Okay.
Coco is booked to capacity
Max.
at the BEL-AIR mansion. And she's trying to find somebody to get on her caliber. Okay? It's just too much. Okay? It's too much. I'm more excited about the music than anything, I think, because you love music. You love to sing. It is like what makes you go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So when I got the folder, yes, I got a folder. Okay, I got a folder of songs.
How I'm gonna not send him my songs? Don't be mad at me in the comments. How I'm gonna not send this music connoisseur that's also my bestie for the rest of my songs? Do the math.
Okay, and the way that I listened to every last one of them and gave a full analysis.
Like, here are my thoughts. Section A, colorgraph B. You ate down.
It's not even an exaggeration.
No, seriously. Seriously. And I'm listening like, You're right. Yes.
But was it tea though?
It was always the tea. Hold the cocoa.
Hold the cocoa. Shut up. I am so excited. Caliber is out now, okay? Your performance is actually gonna come out before this episode. Okay. So you've seen her perform Caliber. Give it up for the performance. The performance was everything. Come on, Fur.
Thank you.
The first said this. Where did the word caliber come from? I wouldn't have thought of that word.
Okay, right.
Yes.
So we were saying levels, like what are the synonyms here? Like, and then caliber came, and when it was like, that was that.
Yes.
When they said caliber, I was like, do you have a pen? Do you have a pen?
Yes.
Okay, it just made sense. Because what I'm trying to say with the song is not like, saying shit. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like, I like what I see. I'm not mad at it. I appreciate the approach, but I just need you to give me a little more, because here's what I'm gonna do for you. I'm gonna level you up. I'm gonna upgrade you, educate you. What are you doing for me?
Come on.
How can we both add to each other? I wanna be, I called it like sexy motivation.
Sexy motivation?
Yeah,
I
it's
like
not
that.
slander, it's motivation.
It's definitely sexy. There's a line in there, I said, oh my God.
What?
How'd the first verse go? I'm gonna stop
Look to
you
the
when
body
you
on my
said.
play, girl, shit. You see on my body and me off that liquor. I know you want more than just my conversation.
Nope, you want.
Want to get in something else besides my head.
That one. I said, okay.
Look, man, I'm not an idiot. I know you didn't come over here just to buy me a drink. Come on.
Now, what is coming up? What should we expect from Coco Jones' music? Because this is our first little taste
was our
of
first little taste.
What do you call this era of Coco, this music?
Maybe I would call it destination.
Okay.
Because I've been on this journey for a long time, but I think I'm finally at a destination. If that's gonna be the name of my EP, then I will let you know.
Yes.
That kind of hits.
That kind of hits.
I feel like I'm grown. I feel like I'm relatable. I'm down to earth. I'm lively. I'm honest. I'm transparent. I'm open and I'm fun.
Now, Coco, last time you were on the show, you played the game and you were doing so well. You were doing so well until a few words tripped you up. Okay, you didn't. And she has never forgotten about it, y'all.
Shut up, Terrell. Shut up.